Hey there guys, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. It's Luke and Al, and we're back for some kill team. We've got a pretty cool, almost like, I want to say unusual, but at the same time it's going to be, I'm looking forward to this one. It's Harlequins versus Dark Eldar, and Dark Eldar, or Drukhari should I say, been brought by Alan. Obviously, I think Alan's definitely got some elites thrown in. Harlequins obviously don't have any new models, but we can obviously use the new mask forms for them, which should be really interesting. So we're obviously going to try our best to try and remember all the rules that are going on, but when you've got new models, you've got new tactics and everything to remember, it can be a bit much. But thanks for all your patience, guys. You're awesome. And obviously drop us a comment, let us know what you think of the kill teams, what you think about kind of like the current meta, if you like, for kill team. Is there anything you'd like to see on the channel? We'll do it if you drop a comment. So, but yeah, I think we'll more or less get into this one. Don't worry, I'll be back with some orcs soon, I'm sure. Thought we'd drop that in there.
Couple of hints. I've been buying some Malafew models, and we've got the core space models getting commission painted.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah, we're going to have
so
a ton of different other games on the channel soon. So core space is one of them. Malifaux 3rd edition's coming out. We're definitely going to be getting on that. I believe, obviously, it's been a while in the works, but there's been so much other stuff, new releases. Bolt Action, there's Bolt Action Firefight, which is actually a skirmish version of the game. That's going to be coming out. Plenty to look forward to with the channel. And one last thing, I don't want to make the intro too long, but I think we're just about to hit 900 subscribers today, more or less. That's awesome. I did not think but we've just gone over 5-month mark, and we're nearly 1,000 subscribers, so that's amazing. And basically, as soon as we hit 900, I am going to be doing some sort of a prize giveaway, essentially for when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So keep your eye on that. That'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks. Otherwise, guys, you're all awesome. Let's get into this one. We'll show you the kill teams. See you there. Alright then, so looking at the Harlequin troop for today, kill team. Max number of models I can really take with what I have, but really nicely painted up by Adam. It's been a while that these have been done, but Zerius painting, I'll drop a link in the description below if you want to check out his stuff. But otherwise we have Commander today, Shadows here for the Harlequins. She is level 3 I believe, so obviously just +1 to Psychic. Then you have the each time she casts a spell successfully or something like that, you get +1 to the roll for other tests. And then level 3 was the what is it called? The one essentially where you get the one that everybody takes for level 3 on Psych Specialist, where you get the to essentially use side bolts on anybody, not just the closest model. Omniscience is it? I want to say. But then we're going to go on to Leader Specialist. Who is actually a Harlequin troop leader, but just using him to segregate him from the rest to look different. He's just going WYSIWYG. He's got what he starts with, no upgrades on him. Then we've got Combat and Zealot Specialist, which are both going to have the Harlequin Kiss and Neurodisruptor Pistol. There's Combat and Zealot for those. Then the 3 others there, we have 3 Harlequin Embraces with Neurodisruptors. So all of them have the same pistol, which is nice and easy to remember. And one of them is going to be a medic, as you can see there. That is the Harlequin troop for today. Alright then, so really nicely painted up for today by Al. The Drukhari list. Should we start down with the commander?
Yeah, so it's a succubus, no ranged weapons, but an agonizer and archaic glaive.
Okay, and she's a specialist.
She is a specialist combat,
melee specialist, yeah. So level 1, yeah. Level 1, yeah. Okay, I'll come to the front here. Oh, we got the leader specialist.
The leader is the Hecatrix. She's got a blast pistol, which is pretty nasty, and an agonizer.
Okay.
And then we've got the
veteran and combat specialist.
Yeah, the veteran is an incubus, and the combat specialist is the Clavex, which is like the sergeant version of the incubus.
We'll come to the front to your.
And the one that's a zealot is the Night Fiend, which again is the sergeant version. So just +1 attack, +1 leadership.
These guys look really cool with the puck coming out of the smoke, if you like, out of the mist.
And then 2 more ordinary mandrakes. And at the back we've just got 6 ordinary witches with splinter pistols and witch weapons. And these 2 are the witch fighters. One with the Hydra gauntlets, which gives a bonus to wounding, and the Shardnet and Impaler, which is a 2 damage weapon.
Nice. Obviously outnumbering the Harlequins 2-1 quite easily there. But we're going to have to see how this goes, see if we can fight it out. Okay, so we're going to go for one out of the match play mission out of the Elites book again today, Objective Ultimate. We played this one once before, I think. So you've got the deployment zones, 5 objectives. The one in the middle is the one that is Objective Ultimate, the one that really matters. So you can only control at the end of the battle round and get points for every other objective you hold after you hold the middle one. So this middle one is the way we're fighting for this game. And the middle one, if you control it, you get a point for each other objective you control at the end of the battle round. Otherwise you get nothing for holding objectives, so it's a brutal game type this. We'll see who it's going to favour in this. It's going to be interesting.
Any points for killing us, or is it just
I believe it is just objectives, but then if it's tied, the player that controls the primary objective at the end wins. Okay. So yeah, it's interesting. Nothing really for killing, obviously variable battle length. For the battle length today, standard deployment. I don't think there's anything for broken, which I like, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to get into this one, guys. We'll do some roll-offs, I think. This is the table for today. So as you can see, nice jungle, sort of elven ruin setup, I guess. Sort of older Eldar ruins. And this is kind of almost, you could say, I guess, religious clash maybe between the two factions. So pretty cool. Should we do a roll-off, Al? Straight into that. I get a 5. And I'll get an 8, so I can technically choose the side here, and then I'll be deploying my first model. Sticking that side, I'm going to come on this side. You've got the 2 rectangle deployments. So I'll be deploying the first model. We'll come back after deployment and show you what we've done here. By the way, for tactics today, my mask form for the Harlequins is the Riddlesmiths, the Veiled Path. So essentially I rolled 2 dice at the beginning of the fight phase, discarding the highest. And then essentially the lower results, whatever number on the dice that is, if my opponent makes a hit roll throughout the whole fight phase with that number on the dice, it gets discounted immediately. It just doesn't hit whatsoever. It completely misses. Drukhari, and you were taken for your Drukhari.
Cult of Strife, the Spectacle of Murder.
Okay.
So if they charge, we're charged, or make a heroic intervention, they get +1
attack. Or attack, yeah. Right then, so deployment, as you can see, Harlequins fairly collected around this side, ready to get in. We've got a lot of movement, obviously, Harlequins. So, and then the commander of the Shadowseer staying back over this side separate. The Drukhari seem to be grouping. So you've got the mix, I think, in there as well. Actually, commander's sitting slightly back here as well with the leader specialist. And the specialist kind of staying back a bit, and then the mandrakes are going to be dropping in at end of the first movement. So we're both starting on 2 command points, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then for the Harlequins, it's going to be a 9 for me. And a 7 for Alan. So the Harlequins will be getting initiative here.
I bet you didn't want it.
I didn't know. So we'll go into that, I think. Okay, so the Shadowseer, just quickly jumping forward to there. Keeping on objective 5 for now. Right guys, the other thing I just need to explain here before I do any more movement is that obviously this tower in the middle is the middle objective, and you can probably see there it's bang down in the middle. So what we've said more or less, which kind of goes in with the fluff of the game, if you're exactly in base contact of this tower, or on top of it, or inside it, you help control that objective. That's essentially what's going to happen here, because obviously you can't really, there's not much space inside per se, so that's the way we're going to do that. So I'm just going to start pushing forward here with these guys and get in on that tower, I think. Okay, so checking out what the Harlequins have done then. Leader Specialist has fallen just down behind the objective 4 here. Shadowseer obviously pushing up just there. We've got basically my 3 Harlequins pushing into base contact with the tower top, claim that, but I don't think I'm going to have it this round. The Combat Specialist is obviously in there as well in the mix, and I've got the Medic and Zealot Specialist sitting slightly back there behind the ruined walls. But that is going to be more or less it for the Harlequins. So first things first for the Drukhari. Got this guys at the front here, going for some charges. So let's do the one on the left into Combat Specialist. First of all, Al did roll a 7 there, but I will get to Overwatch. I didn't realise I could see with the no disruptor pistol, so on a 6. Oh, I do get a 6. Okay, 4s to wound then for the Neurodisruptor. I do wound, so that's minus 3 AP, I think it was. D3 damage. Before we go any further than that for this save roll, guys, we've just realised that we need to do some combat drugs and things here. So if you roll 1 for the combat drugs, Al, just to see what you get for that. So a 1.
A 1. +1 to attacks.
Okay, so at least we know that.
All of the witches will get that.
+1 attack. Okay, so also obviously being battle round 1 for Drukhari, you've got the Ignored Suffering, so you've got ignoring damage here. So we'll go straight through the armour, but I've got to roll D3 for the Neurodisruptor, so it's 2 dice. So you've got 2 saves on a 6 up, Al, so you need to make both of these though if you want to save him. No. So it's going to be 2 damage going through, which means 2 dice for flesh wounding. You're not within range of cover, so you do go down. Ouch! Wow. First Overwatch for the win. Is the other one still going to go?
Yeah.
Because I can't see them for Overwatch.
No,
so,
that's what I thought.
8 inches still on this side here. Make the charge roll. On a 9, he will be getting in there, so or she might be getting in. So jumping straight in there. So no more charges for the Drukhari. She's going to push people up here, which makes sense. Claim that tower for the first battle round. Maybe. Drukhari all advancing forward around the tower here, as you can see from the back lines.
They were ordinary moves.
Sorry, moving forward.
But
Advancing with the veteran specialist.
Yeah.
Okay. For a +1. Pushing forward to there with the veteran specialist with the advance roll. So advance with the witch, dropping right in front of the shadows here.
As well.
Advancing the other +4.
So that's
and then Al's moving around some things at the back here, help claim objectives, I think. Pushing forward just in behind there, I believe. And then I think it's going to just be reserves being brought in here for Al with the so spending a command point to go down to 1, I believe.
Yep.
And using the new tactics to be able to bring in all of the mandrakes at once here. Deep striking, I think it's more than 5 inches away from me, but pretty much other than that anywhere you want to go. Okay, so mandrakes dropping in all 3 here, right behind the Shadowseer. Okay, so going into some psychic here. Shadowseer's got 2 powers. I'm going to start with some side bolting, I think, on a roll of a 6. That's going to be into, we shall go into, since it's psychic, I am going to target you in combat. Try and stop you attacking me this turn. Because I've got omniscience, so I don't have to choose the closest. So +1 to the roll, that is not a good start. I'm going to re-roll it though.
You have to.
For a command point.
You have to.
Can't let that go off. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Yeah. Okay, so on a 6 up, you can ignore the mortal wound with the Nurt's Pain.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, okay. Flesh wounding though on a there's no obscurity there for you within an inch of cover anyway, so it's going to be on a 4 up, I think. Oh no, and I've used my re-roll, so you're flesh wounded there, but that might well help me a bit for combat, hopefully. Okay, so second power is definitely going to be Mirror of Minds from the commander, the Shadowseer, and it's 12 inches. I don't have to see, but I can anyway with the commander. I think I'm going to go for the Archon, and it is on a 5 because I've got +2 to my roll now.
Succubus.
Oh wow, definitely getting it. On the Succubus, sorry, not Archon. So it does go through, and now Mirror of Minds. So basically, we both keep rolling dice, 1 dice each. If my roll is equal to or greater than Alan's roll for the Drukhari, then I cause a mortal wound, and we keep doing that until I fail. So this could go one way or the other, it really could. So first roll is a 4, so you need a 5 or a 6 L to stop this straight away. No, so that's 1 mortal wound, which you can ignore these on 6s, so try that first. No. Then we're looking at the next roll, a 6, which you can't beat. That's the second mortal wound, so ignore that on a 6 up. No. A 2 for me, so you need a 3 or higher. Yeah, okay, so you've stopped it now. So 2 mortal wounds though, I will take that anyway, definitely. That's brutal. So 2 mortal wounds go through on the Succubus, so we'll check what she's got there.
She's got 5 wounds.
5 wounds, so she's down to 3. Yeah.
3.
We will go into some shooting here. I don't believe there are any ready models. So it's just my choice first, and we're going to go, I think, with the Shadowseer herself, and we're going to go with the hallucinogen grenade launcher. I need to hit. I'm going to go into the leader specialist here, who is slightly obscured. Okay, so we're definitely within half range of the leader, but she's going to be slightly obscured. So it's going to be on a 3 up because I'm 2s usually. So it hits for wounding with a hallucinogen grenade launcher. You roll 2 dice, and if you're equal to or higher than their leadership characteristic, then it causes a mortal wound. So I think you're leadership 8.
Leadership 8.
So I need 2 4s or higher. Oh, I do! Nice. So it does wound for a mortal wound. 6 up, you ignore it with her. No. Flesh wounding, I need to check. I think it's just, yeah, it's just the 1 mortal wound. So flesh wound. Oh, do I want to re-roll that? It's tempting for her to go out of action. I think I will. I'm going to spend, because that was in the psychic phase that I used the last re-roll. So I'm going to go down to 0 for the shooting. I think it's going to be worth it. It was. She goes down, even with the within 1 inch of cover. On a 5, she will go down. Okay, so one of your mandrakes is going to go into the shadows here. Assault 2, yeah?
Yeah, ballistic skill 3.
Okay, so it's half range, it's not obscured. 1 goes through. So 3's to wound, 6's cause mortal wounds, I think. Okay, so you do wound. What's the AP on that? -1?
-1.
So it's just a 4 up invuln for me and the shadows here. No. So it's a mortal wound. Oh, sorry, just a normal wound, I guess. So it's just going to go through for put me down to 4 wounds. The medic specialist here is going to go into this middle mandrake. An extra -1 as well against mandrakes because they're shrouded. So medic is going to go into the middle one on a 5. We do get it on a 5 though. Wounding, it's the toughness 3 mandrake still probably, I'm guessing. Let's see what I roll. Okay, I missed anyway on a 2, so don't worry about it. So middle mandrake's going to go down to the shadows here. 1 hit. And then wounding. Yep.
I'll do it.
So needing a 4 up. Yeah, make 1 this time. Okay, my choice again now. Okay, so we're going to go with my zealot specialist this time. Is going to shoot the neurodisruptor into the veteran specialist at the front there. The incubi, is it? That is half range and no obscured there, so it's just going to be on a 3 up, which I get. Wounding on, are they still toughness 3, I'm guessing? Probably. So I get it on a 6, it's all good. It's all good, I get it on a 6. So 6 up save because it's -3 AP for the incubi.
No cover or anything?
Well, it won't matter for saves, I guess.
Oops,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's alright. Okay,
No.
definitely. And then it's going to be D3 damage.
No.
For 2, so you could ignore both on 6s, I suppose. No, you get to make a 6 to be fair. Doesn't really matter for the damage because if it's 2 or more, it's going to go through anyway. So, do they have? Well, I suppose 1 or 2 wounds. They're still going to lose those. So 2 dice because it's 2 damage. I'll pick the highest. He does go down. Last one on here is going to go for the shadows here. Yep. Definitely hitting, and then wounding. It's going to be I think it was 4s, wasn't it? Something like that. Was it?
4.
Strength 4. So 3s. Sorry, it was. Oh no, not what you need there. Right, so it doesn't go through. Not re-rolling or anything this time. So my choice again. We're going to go with the combat specialist this time with his neurodisruptor pistol. He's already shot down 1. We're going to go into the combat specialist there, and that is within 6, I believe. So. But that one is obscured, so this is going to be on 4s, which I do get. I'm rolling well for hits. Strength, it's going to be 4s again though. No, do not get the wound this time. Okay, so shooting into the shadows here with a pistol here.
3 up.
3 up,
4 up with the cover.
Yeah. Okay, get it. And then it's going to be, it is just in half range, guys, by the way. And then it's going to be strength 3, I'm guessing.
It's a poisoned weapon, so it always wounds on a 4 up.
Yep. Yeah. Any AP? I suppose it doesn't matter actually. It's just 4 up invuln for me, which I do make. Nice. So shadows here, standing strong for now. I've got another shot left yet. We're gonna go this last Harlequin at the back here into the netter, which you will be slightly obscured actually by this annoying piece of ruin. So it's going to be on a 4, which I don't make anyway, on a 2. But we're going to go into some combat now. Obviously, Elle, you've got the charged model with your, is it a witch? So we'll sort that out going into my standard Harlequin there. Okay, so sorting out tactics and things, guys, for combat. At the start of the combat phase, my mask form is obviously the Riddlers, so I get to roll a dice. Oh, it's a 1. That is the... Oh, no, sorry. It's technically 2 dice. And pick the lowest. I rolled 2 1s, so it's a 1 that will miss. Okay, so it's going to be plus 3 attacks, plus 1 for, what was it again, the weapon choice?
The Hectari Blade gives +1. Their base is 2 attacks. +1 for the Hectari Blade is 3. +1 for their combat drugs is 4. And +1 for their Drukhari Obsession is 5.
That's it, yeah, because you charge.
Because I charge.
But it's -1 to hit. So
-1 to hit.
That
And my weapon skill is 3. So I'm looking for 4
to hit on 5 dice.
Oh my. That's not
close.
too good.
So 4s to wound. Oh dear, no wounds. Okay, so the flesh wound definitely helped me there because there were a couple of 3s in there. So okay, it's a Harlequins embrace down there, so it's going to be on 3s and 3s for the Harlequin player.
Ooh.
Okay, and then 3s to wound. Oh dear. Okay, so end of the first battle round, folks, and we've worked it out here. Al can be equal to his nerve test roll at the moment after losing 3 models for the flesh wounded model. So there's nothing else needing to be taken in the morale phase. And then Al's got 1 more model than me currently, I believe, in touch with it. Cause well, these 2 aren't, are they, I guess? So you've got 4 models on it at the moment, 1 more than me, which means you get to claim your secondary objectives, and these mandrakes jumping on this back one means 3 points to Alan in total for the secondary objectives that he controls this battle round. So we'll go into a roll-off here for battle round 2. I'm getting an 8. Could do with the initiative this time. Which I do, okay. That might help me this time then. So we'll go into Harlequins, battle round 2. So 3-0 down here, so we need to work this out. Okay, so movement phase here. I'm literally jumping with the shadows here, straight up onto the top of the tower here to help claim it. Okay, next up is going to be a charge move. The combat specialist is going to make a 3 dice charge. Okay, so, yep. Definitely getting where I want to go there. Jumping straight over into these 2 here, charging lovely Harlequins. Okay, next up, another charge roll. We're going to go, also should have said, by the way, I'm on 2 command points. Battle round that the Drukhari still had 1 command point left, so they're up to 2. And I was on 2 at the start of this one now, so 2 for both of us. I've just spent 1 note to stim with the medic, my zealot specialist, so he's getting +1 to advance, charge and attack rolls this turn, as well as when he charges, because he's obviously zealot. So +1 to this charge. We're going to go target these 2 here. So I'm guessing there's no Overwatch there. No, he's very combatty. So 3 dice, definitely getting in with +1. Getting in there with the zealot specialist, obviously stimmed as well. So we'll try and remember that for later on. Then medic herself is going to make a charge roll, target both the netter and the combat specialist here. We might as well target everybody, to be honest, who's like within general range. Just see what we can do with that. Third dice as well. Yeah, obviously definitely getting in there now. Okay, and then the last Harlequin here at the back is going to go charge the netter, actually, I think. Oh, do I want to do that? Yeah, we'll charge the netter for 3 dice again. Yep, well, definitely get it in. So she's jumping around the other side. Getting into the netter there. Okay, so Witch here is going to try and charge the, I believe that's combat specialist, for an 8, which is going to be enough to drop you in there. I'll move the counter. There we go. So 7 inches then to get into the zealot at the back.
That's not going to do it.
Yeah.
3 inches.
3 won't even get into the front one there. So he's going to stay put, the witch, not quite making the roll that we needed.
No. It's the mandrakes.
The mandrakes, yeah, you've got this one here in the middle as well, who hasn't been charged by anybody. Okay, so charging these 2 Harlequins, yeah?
Yeah.
Get in a 6, which is enough just to get yourself in the middle there. Okay, first mandrake here, trying to get an 8-inch charge in on the Harlequin. Getting a 6, which isn't enough. Okay, so middle mandrake's going to try now. The other one stayed put on a 9. Nope, definitely not. Luckily I remembered about the Drukhari's, is it drugs or is it the, like the
Power from Pain?
Power from Pain, yeah. So this round they do get to re-roll charge rolls, which is quite important for these mandrakes, obviously. So we'll do the mandrake on the left here, re-roll that charge roll out.
Still doesn't get it.
6 doesn't anyway. 9 for the other one. Doesn't. Okay, so the other one's stopping still as well. And the other one's going to move forward slightly.
He's just going to do an ordinary move, I think.
Okay. Carrying on then with the psychic. So starting off with side bolts down into the what is it again? Succubus, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So +1 to this. So it's going to be on a 5 or higher. Get a 6. So on a 7 it'll go off. You've got a 6 up to ignore the mortal wound. Nope. So down to 2 wounds on the succubus. Then obviously I'm going to try get +2 to the roll now because I've successfully cast in 1 already, which means now on a 5 I can get mind power, so definitely. And then it's going to be obviously the roll off now to see how many. So I need 2 here to take out this, well, to get a flesh wound on the succubus. So a 5, so you need a 6 to stop the first one out for mind power. No, so that's down to 1 wound for the succubus. The next one. Oh, well, if you roll a 1. No. Oh, she's down to 1 wound left. Okay, first things first for me, since it's got the initiative. The Shadow Seer is going to shoot his hallucinogen grenade launcher into the Zealot Specialist. There's no obscurity or long range there, so on a 2. And then 2 dice, I need an 8 or higher. No, so we don't wound. Okay, so the Mandrake is going to shoot at the Shadow Seer. It's just about in half range. And then no obscurity there really, I don't think. So 3s. Okay, getting both. Wounding, it's 3s. Strength 4.
Strength 4.
Getting both. Oh, a 6 as well. Isn't that a mortal wound?
Oh, yeah.
So Shadow Seer here loses a mortal wound down to 3. Then we're looking at, I've got 2 saves on the other one. So 4 up invuns. So I do make the invuns. So she, lost the mortal wound because the mortal wound was additional damage to the other 2. Okay, so that is the shooting. We've marked up stuff ready for combat. Okay, so I'll spend his 2 command points to go down to 0 to use Decisive Strike with the Succubus. She's currently on 7 attacks. She's melee specialist, level 1. She's got +1 for combat drugs and +1 for being charged because of your Drukhari obsession. So 7 attacks going into my poor I think combat specialist. So
and I'm hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Okay, only the 1/1. So looking at strength, we'll have to check this here. Okay, so 3s to wound.
Oh man!
So what do you get there? No rerolls for you now?
I've used all my command points. So
no,
2 go through.
you don't get any with her, no, or any for any reason.
So 2 go
right,
through.
so 2 go through.
-3 AP, so it's your
just
invuln.
going to be me invuln. So 4 up invuns, I make 1. 1 goes through. Okay guys, so I am going to spend the command point to reroll an invuln save for a 4 up. It was worth it. It was worth the command point. So basically, I either needed to keep a command point to re-roll a flesh wound roll against Alan, or they essentially try and re-roll that, and that's probably worth it in the end. Okay, so I forgot about my mask form, guys. So obviously 2 dice, pick the lowest. So a 3, so that could have made a difference in the first combat, to be fair, anyway. So I'm gutted I didn't remember that. So anytime Alan rolls a 3, it just gets excluded completely, which could be very helpful for me this fight phase. But going into my combat, the combat specialist is going to go into the commander, try and finish off this succubus. He's got 5 attacks on being combat specialist, looking at 3s, I believe. Getting 4, looking then at, it's only, well, that is an Harlequins Kiss, which is +1 strength. Succubus, I'm guessing, is toughness 3, so it's going to be 3s there for 3, and then it's going to be -1 AP for the Harlequins Kiss. So 3, 4 up invuns then?
3.
Yep. Oh, you were frigging close. 1 does go through. It's only, it's D3 damage though, sorry, for the Harlequins Kiss. Oh, 3 damage. Well, she was on the 1 anyway, but that's going to definitely help for flesh wounding. Yeah, took her down with the highest. So down goes Succubus. Okay, so going into the combat specialist here with the Witch.
So that's 5 attacks.
Yeah. Okay, no threes, so threes it didn't matter there anyway. So hitting with 2, and then it's going to be on
4s.
Yeah, because you use a strength, aren't you? So yeah, 4s to wound. You get 2 4s, or 5 as well, I guess. But so that is, what is it, -1 AP for that, or worse? It's going to be it's going to be my 4-up one anyway. I don't know why I'm asking. 4-ups. Failing 1, don't have a reroll this time, so that is 1 goes through. Okay, so 1 flesh wound roll, 4-up needed. Nope, so flesh wounded. My zealot, since the zealot is +1, +2 attacks, 1 for the stim from the medic, and +1 for zealot, and +1 strength obviously for charging. Okay, so I'm going to put all of these, since I charge both, into the combat specialist just to make sure we take him down. So 6 attacks on 3s, missing 1, and then we're going for strength 5, so 3s.
Toughness 4.
It's strength 5 in it, so 3 still. So 3 go through. It's Harlequins kiss, so -1 AP. So 4-up saves. Needs to make at least. Well, it needs to make them all really. So let's do 1d3 damage for 2. Pick the highest for flesh wounding. Yeah, he goes down. I'm sorry. Oh, you got 6-up ignores actually for the damage. So do 2 6-ups. This is just okay. You need to make both anyway, is the point. So it would have been hard. So yeah, combat specialist does go down. Here we've got the other charge model for Alan into my non-charge model there. So that is going to be 5 attacks again, I believe, because you charged. 3s are removed because of
you're tricky.
The tricksy, Harlequin-y, businessy. Okay, 1 wound, I believe. So it's going to be 4-up. Nope. Flesh wound roll.
Oh,
no.
Right.
Okay. So 1 more flesh wound. I'll put that on the back one. Okay, so 2 left for charged models for me. So the medic is piling into the other witch. So that is just 4 attacks for her, I believe, on 3s. Definitely getting those. And then strength. It's going to be strength 4 with the caress. Yep. So 2 go through. That's -3 AP though, so that's against the witch. So 2 4-up invuns. Made 1. It's I think it's just 1 damage, so it's just 1 6-up ignores there. Oh, hey! You do. The other charge model for me on the other side here, it's going to be on 3s into the netted. Okay, so it is actually just 3-ups there, and then it's going to be 3 go through for wounding. On strength, that is an embracer again, so that is 3s. 2 go through, same again, -3 AP, so I don't know, is that a witch again there? Or?
Yeah, 4-up
so,
invuln.
4-up invuln then in the fight phase. Oh,
hey.
Okay. So standing strong at the moment, the witch is coming out of charged models now. It's my initiative, so it's basically just my only model left to attack, I think. And we're going to go into the flesh wounded model here that hasn't attacked yet with my 4 attacks. I'm also flesh wounded now though, so that's 4s for me to hit. So make 2. Then looking at it's going to be on 3s, I believe. 4-up invuln again. Oh wow, making invulns like a boss this time. Okay, so same as the others for this one, but she's got the claws, the Hydra claws, so she's re-rolling wound rolls for that one. So 5 attacks, I believe. 3 ups, but then 3s will be removed, I guess. So 4 ups, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
So 1 3 gets removed, but otherwise not a bad roll really. So 4s re-rolling. Re-rolling that 3. Okay, nice. So going into the Zealot Specialist, it's 3 4-ups for me. Ooh, we were close. So that is going to be Flesh Wound roll on him as well. He's Flesh Wounded, okay. The model here, I suppose, did get charged, so 5 attacks again there. This is going to be on 3s again.
Get ignored.
Those miss. So looking at
just use a strength of 3.
Yeah,
so
oh my god, okay. Wounding well now, so 3 4-ups for me again here. Sorry. Nope, one goes through. One flesh wound roll. Definitely going that time. Okay, down goes my combat specialist. So you haven't been charged there, so only 4 attacks for that one. Going into here, flesh wounded, so on 4s. Yep,
Just one.
so just the one. Okay, and wounding on 4s. Yep. 4 up. Yay, I live for once. Okay, still flesh wounded over there, I guess, but the last one I believe is this witch with the net, which I believe is 1 additional attack. So you've been charged there, so you've got 5 attacks in total. Again there. 4s.
3s are ignored.
Yeah. So looking at 4s. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
come
not
on.
that time. Okay. I mean, there were a lot of other good wound rolls everywhere, so I mean, I suppose it's kind of evened out a bit, but yeah, flesh wounding not so good maybe.
Ends the break.
Okay, so morale, we've just worked this out, and we're both 1 below having to take in broken tests. For the Drukhari though, there might well be a nerve test for this fella here who's flesh wounded, I think. Roll a single die, I'll just see what you get there. So I think 2 just about okay for the witch there. Okay, so done there. So for morale, points to Alan +2 because he has 1 more model currently than me for the objective. I've just realised as well, if that flesh wounded guy had failed that and shaken, then it wouldn't have been. We would have been tied for that, I think. But yep, 2 mandrakes are on this one, and you've got a witch still on number 2 there. So +2 for Alan. So I'm going to struggle to get back here, and we're starting to dwindle in numbers. So roll off for battle round 3, 7 for me, and a 3 for Alan. So I do get the initiative. The Shadow Seer is going to ready on top. Everything else more or less for me is stuck in combat for the Harlequins. The leader specialist, he is going to jump slightly more to that side of things, I reckon.
And then
So the witch is going to declare both, yeah. Charge, make it that time I reckon on an 8. So just about getting round and in and into contact with the tower as well, which is nice. Just enough. Charging here as well with the witch into the medic on a 10. Okay, so ending up here into the medic. And then I think everything else for you, aside from the mandrake, stuck in, so we'll just sort out the mandrakes. So moving forward the mandrakes, pushing forward to there with the other mandrake as well, with the zealot specialist, and then the other one as well, pushing forward just to there. We missed this witch down here, guys. We forgot she was out of combat, so she's just on a 2-inch charge straight into the Harlequin here as well. I think that's all the movement, which means it would then be into my psychic, so let's see what the Shadow Seer can do to even things a bit here. Okay then, so psychic I suppose. Let's go with into the zealot specialist here, the mandrake. So on a 5 with +1. So I bolts on a 5, so with the +1 I do just about make that. Into this mandrake, so it's just going to be a flesh wound roll, I guess. So ignoring with the mandrake on a 6 up. Nope.
no.
Flesh wounding on a 4 up. Nope.
No.
Yes, I do. I'm going to spend the command point down to 1. I'm going to re-roll that for a 4 up. No, he's flesh wounded. Right, so we're going to try again here. Second power, this is on a 5 because I've got +2 now. We get it on 8 for the mind power, and this is going into the same mandrake, the zealot specialist. So roll off here, El. So I get a 2. Damn it, that's not what you want. Okay, but I do win it because it's equal. So that's a mortal wound. So flesh wounding. He's flesh wounded with 2, or does he go down with that? Because that's on a no. He's technically second flesh wound, but then it's another roll off for another wound. I get a 3. You need a 4 or higher. No. So this now would kill him on anything but a 1 or a 2, I want to say, because he's on 2 flesh wounds. Yeah, so he does go down. So down goes the zealot specialist there. Hallucinogen grenade launcher, we're going to go into this front mandrake here, so he's obscured and -1 for the shroud. So it's going to be on 4s because she's usually 2 ups, so 4 up. No, she didn't get it. So we're going to go into non-readied models because the Shadow Seer was readied, which would be my choice first for my initiative. Okay, so we're going to go leader specialist first for me. Neuro disruptor in half range there onto this mandrake again, no cover, so it's just -1 for the shroud. So fours. No! Okay, so Mandrake, sorry, into the leader specialist. Okay, so threes to hit them on 2 dice. Yep. And then you're looking at strength 4, so threes into the player. Okay, 1 goes through. So, and that's a 6, so that's an additional mortal wound.
Oh, yeah.
What a bugger. Okay, yeah, looking at... Well, the mortal wound's going to go through anyway, I suppose, so see if you... Yeah, it's going to be... I mean, I'll see if I ignore the other one. No. So, basically just 1 flesh wound roll. Yep, down goes the player. Okay, so out goes the player there, the leader specialist as well, so that's not good. Player down here that's flesh wounded can shoot a pistol. She hasn't been charged this round. So I'm going to go, I'm flesh wounded for a 4-up. I'm going to go into this one here. Nope.
I guess I'll do the Mandrake.
Yeah, go for it. It's going to be obscured. But you're in half range, so it's going to be 4s to hit. One hit, wounding on 3s. Okay. 4-up save. No. I'll take it because it's only 1 damage, isn't it? So down to 2 wounds for the shadows here. We'll go with the flesh wounded pistol first. So on a 4, then a 4 because you're poison. Single shot with a pistol. No. And then the non-flesh wounded model on 3. And then looking at 4s because of poison. Oh. Okay. So it's going to be 4-up. Yep, we're good this time. So I think I want to say that's all the shooting. On to combat, I think. So I'll have a little look here. We're going to go with the charging witch over here. She's on 5 attacks for charging, and then +1 to hit rolls this turn because of the power from pain. Okay, so oh sorry, I need to roll my fight phase nastiness. Hopefully it might help me here. Ooh, a 4. So if you roll 4s, they are discounted this round. Discard the highest. So this 5 attacks here, you're going to be hitting on 2s, but 4s don't count at all. And I believe you can't re-roll them because they just get wiped off the face of the earth. So go for it. No 4s, but you've got 3s count because it's 2s. Nice. So pretty good roll really. Needing wounding on 4s though, I believe, isn't it? So only the 1 wound in the end. So leveled out a bit. So now we'll go with a 4-up save. So this is the problem with Harlequins. It's I think I'll re-roll it with my command point. No. Wow. So going down to 0. And flesh wound roll. Oh. Okay, so down goes another player. Well, you can technically consolidate with him if you really want to, but you have to go into the closest model. So you have to go, yeah, you can go straight into there.
5
okay,
again.
so here into the Zealot, 5 attacks, 4s miss.
Oh,
oh my god. Okay, so all hit, because it's on 2s again, being, so it gets stronger as it goes on. Yep. 2 go through, 2 4-up saves. Yay, I make them. Okay. So the other charge model, and that's going to be into the medic.
Yep.
Wow, you haven't rolled a 4 yet, but then 2 misses there anyway. Looking at 3s, or 4, sorry, yeah, 4s again. Oh, okay, 4-up saves for the medic. Nope. 1 damage, so 1 flesh wound roll. No, she does live though, on a flesh wound. We're going to choose here first for me, since it's my initiative for non-charged models. I'm flesh wounded, so I'm hitting on 4s. On 4 attacks, I believe there. We're going to go... I think we're going to have to split and be cheeky here. So we're going to go the one on the left that's not flesh wounded on 4s. Get 1 hit. Looking at... that is an embrace. So 3s to wound. No, not good. And then it's 2 into the flesh wounded one on 4s. And 3s to wound again. Oh, damn. So Hydra Gauntlets over here, it's going to be, you haven't charged or been charged there, so that's just 4 attacks. He's not flesh wounded. It's going to be 2s. 4s miss, obviously. Oh! 2s hit. 2s do hit. Okay, so 4s to wound on
But
or 4 hitting.
I can re-roll
wound rolls, yeah, with the gauntlets. So 1 wound so far, and then you're re-rolling the 3 for your re-rolling wound rolls for your gauntlets. 2 more from that, so you're getting 3 overall. Okay, into the combat specialist. Sorry, not combat specialist. Zealot specialist. 4s. Oh dear. Okay, so 1 flesh wound roll. Oh, he's dead as well. Dear me. Medic is going to go. He's going to go into the guy with the gauntlets. So we're going to go on 4s because I'm flesh wounded. So 2 go through and 3's to wound. Dear me, more. Okay, 4 up. So Invuln and then
Invuln fluffs it.
6 ignores the damage. No. So flesh wound roll. Okay, cool. So we do take out 1.
That's the gauntlet.
Yeah, gauntlet goes down. So 2 left for Alan with the Drukhari here, going into the flesh wounded player.
And he didn't charge, did he?
Neither of those 2 charged. I believe you're on 4 attacks there with him at the moment. -1 for 3s. Oh, 1 goes through. And then you've got 4s to wound. Oh dear. 4 up. Okay, how do you make it? And then you've got the non-flesh wounded one. Same again, 4 attacks. 4s don't count, so the other 3 go through. That's the first 4 you've rolled in this combat phase. I can't believe that. Like literally, it's mad. Okay, so looking at.
It's a poison weapon, so
yeah,
4 ups.
4 ups.
No, only 1.
Just the 1. It's 4 up again. Come on. Yay! I think points wise, Alan's going to carry away with this anyway, and then literally from the start, I knew it was going to be tough with less than half the models, to be honest, with this game type. But I think we've put up a decent fight either way. We could I think by the end of the game, it's still near enough to wipe you off. But yeah. Right, so let's go into morale. Technically, I suppose I had initiative, so I'll go first on breaking tests. So we both need to take breaking tests. My highest is 9 with the shadows here, so a 9 or less, I'm okay. Then Alan needs to test for breaking, which is going to be a 7 or less, because that's your highest at the moment. Oh, just! Okay, so Drukhari okay for breaking, but then there are a lot of flesh wounded models everywhere, so we're going to have to sort that out now for everybody. Okay, so nerve tests for me. We've got the player down here who has 1 support, so that's -1 to the roll, but I'm +4 for losing 4 models, so +3 overall to my roll. I can fail on a 6. I'm okay on an 8 overall, because that is my player's leadership. Over here, it's going to be a fail on a 5 or a 6. I'm good on a 4, so I make an 8 with that one. So this guy here, the witch, or woman, needs a 1 or a 2. No, definitely not on a 6. So shaken there for this witch with the flesh wound. The only other one to be taken, if I quickly do that, is this witch here, which is going to be worse actually. I think you need a 1 there because you've got no support. Okay guys, so we've just worked out I control it 2 to 1 on the tower, but then I don't control any secondaries, so I can't gain any points this turn. We're going to do a roll off here for battle round 4, and it can carry on after that, so I get a 7. Alan gets a 7, so re-roll for a 9. And a 3, okay. So I do get initiative. Okay, so we're at the point now for the Drukhari where you need a 1 on a roll because you've lost too many models also. This one around the back here, they become unshaken. No fails, so reshaken. This one here. Oh wow, rolled a 1, so you're actually okay because you always pass on a 1. Everything else is as it is, so just reshaken for this model here, and then we do a roll off, I reckon, here to see if, or should I say a roll to see if the game carries on. So roll to see if this carries on. It ends. That's the first time in a while variable battle has ended, I believe. So okay, interesting. I would have liked to have seen if I could have got some something out of this game really, but I mean it was going to be tough from the start. I need more players in the kill team, I think, to compete, to be honest. To be able to control objective games, because it's just not doable, I don't think. It was an interesting game. I hope it was good for you guys to watch.
They controlled the tower long enough to get the ritual off.
I mean, obviously, points that I took down, I managed to take a lot more down in the end, and say I was left with points wise. My commander was left as well, for sure there. So I'll take a slight moral victory for myself taking my lot down there.
Oh, you battered me.
Yeah,
it's
but I mean,
points.
you know, the points, you know, I think, well, Alan won 5-0 on points at the end of the day. So that is all you need to read into there. Other than that, it is what it is. Like I say, I need to play more. I think I need to put more players in the kill team to even really ever compete against that many models against me. I don't think it was really going to be doable.
You took what, a level 3 psychic? I mean, you could probably squeeze
exactly, yeah. So
I mean,
look, I'm going to be honest though. This isn't just my decision. This is how many models I own.
True.
So,
yeah.
If I own more models, I would obviously put them in. But this is the reason why we ask for support, guys, because you know we're limited with what we've got. I mean, we can't. I can't magic up models from anywhere. It does cost money. But I tried my best with what I've got, I guess, and it was really cool to see the Harlequins mask form play out. I really enjoyed that. That was quite funny. I couldn't believe the fact that I think there were 20 odd rolls from Al in that one combat phase, and there was 1-4. I don't. The odds on that are mad. And then I think there was the one combat phase where I rolled a 3, and that worked really nicely. That stopped quite a lot. And possibly I think when I just rolled a 2 in the last battle round, but that does seem like one of their strongest options for mask forms. Obviously, Drukhari, now that they've got even more buffs with the what is it called again, Al? The new elites buffs they've got. I can't remember what it's called now. Not combat drugs. Obsessions. So now that they've got their obsessions as well as all the other abilities that rack up by the end, they've got so many buffs going around everywhere. It's mad.
To keep track of.
It's a lot to keep track of, but if you can keep track of it, which we've tried our best to today, it's pretty ridiculous actually. I mean, you get like +2 attacks everywhere. I mean, that was combat drugs to be fair, but because that can be random, I guess. But by the end of battle round 4 there, actually, you were getting to re-roll nerve tests, to be fair. So this guy, thinking about it, would have got to re-roll a nerve test.
I like the mandrakes. The
mandrakes seem pretty cool.
The incubi never got a chance to do anything. They were dead before I could even roll for them.
Very
so
true.
I didn't get to really play with those. But the mandrakes I'm liking a lot.
Yeah, very good. I mean, my idea was just to kind of definitely keep the Shadow Seer out of there and just first of all target all of those things that have been pushed in, the specialists, and it worked well at the start, and I thought I might try to carry away with the game after that, but then started to lose players as always because they've just straight up 4-up save, that's it, 1 wound, so it's pretty tough to keep them alive. But that is how it goes with Harlequins, and it was a pretty cool contest today. I hope you all enjoyed that. We'll see you next time. Thanks, El, again. Awesome as always.
No problem, mate.
Awesome.
Always good.
And we'll see you next time, guys. Happy skirmishing. Hey there, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do throw a like on it and perhaps leave us a comment. You know, positive is good. Other than that, I would just like to say if you want to support the channel further and you want to go to the next level to support us, you can become a Patreon member. We've just updated our Patreon page so that we now have 3 tier levels that you can pay us to be able to receive extra content and also help boost the channel. Our Teespring shop, which you can also check, which is a gift shop, it's all in the link in the description below. We'll see you there on the Patreon page. If not, we'll see you in the videos on YouTube, and I hope you enjoy it. Happy skirmishing.